Finally. Did I try this with Liliana already? I think I did, right? And we couldn't because... it's not a lockpicking problem, we don't have a key.
What would you like?
Alright. Cool. So over here, that probably unlocks another new area too. The alienage is also... like, where is it? Around here? But we can't go there. Just stuff that we can't do for now. Finally. Brother Genitivi's house. Hello? This guy's a scholar. He's gonna have plenty of books in his house. Chapter 3. I'll read this one later. The chapter ones I'm more inclined to read later on because I know it's not relevant immediately. Books. Dragon cults. Oh, the worship of dragons. Let us suggest for the moment that a high dragon is simply an animal. A cunning animal to be sure, but in possession of no true self-awareness or sentience. There has not, after all, been a single recorded case of a dragon attempting to communicate, or performing any act that could not likewise be attributed to a clever beast. How then does one explain the existence of so-called dragon cults throughout history? One dragon cult might be explainable, especially in light of the reverence of the old gods in the ancient Devinter Imperium. In the wake of the First Blight, many desperate imperial citizens turned to the worship of real dragons to replace the old gods who had failed them. A dragon, after all, was a god figure they could see. It was there, as real as the archdemon itself, and as evidence makes it clear, did offer a degree of protection to its cultists. Other dragon cults could be explained in light of the first. Some cult members might have survived and spread the word. The worship of the old gods was as widespread as the Imperium itself. Certainly such secrets could have made their way into many hands, but there have been reports of dragon cults even in places where the Imperium never touched, among folks who have never heard of the old gods or had any reason to. How does one explain them? Members of a dragon cult live in the same layer as a high dragon. Oh wow. Nurturing and protecting its defenseless young. In exchange, the high dragon seemed to permit those cultists to kill a small number of those young, in order to feast on draconic blood. That blood is said to have a number of strange long-term effects, including bestowing greater strength and endurance, as well as an increased desire to kill. It may breed insanity as well. Navaran dragon hunters have said these cultists are incredibly powerful opponents. The changes in the cultists are a form of blood magic, surely. But how did the symbiotic relationship between the cult and the high dragon form in the first place? How did the cultists know to drink the dragon's blood? How did the high dragon convince them to care for its young, or know that they would? Is there more to draconic intelligence than we have heretofore guessed at? No member of a dragon cult has ever been taken alive, and what accounts exist from the days of the Navaran hunters record only mad rants and impossible tales of godhood. With dragons only recently reappearing, and still incredibly rare, we may never know the truth, but the question remains. Oh. Finally, learning about dragons a little bit. Despite this entire age being called, it's the age of dragons, we've only seen dragon babies so far. No true self-awareness, no sentience, but people worship them. And they have a symbiotic, some of them have a symbiotic relationship where they drink dragon blood. How do we know they have no true self-awareness? Is that just according to research? Clearly there's something that we don't know here. And the fact that Darkspawn always seek out a dragon to taint. Always a dragon. No other animal. No other creature. I feel like that's gotta mean something too. And I was thinking about this, but why are the old gods even underground? Dragons, they have wings and stuff, right? They fly around. The underground is literally the worst place for them. They can't even fly around freely.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
My name is Welonz. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genitivi. This is his house.
Who is Brother Genitivi?
He's an eminent scholar and researcher who serves the great Chantry. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genitivi. Wishful thinking, it seems.
He's not here. News? What news are you waiting for?
I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genitivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
Why would searching for the urn lead him into danger?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genitivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared.
Where did you send them to?
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
Well, we gotta save Arl Eamon and all that. I need to obtain the ashes, or Arl Eamon will die.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Callinhard, investigating something in that area.
What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
Oh. But you just said that he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
I actually didn't catch that. You sound nervous. Hiding something?
That's not true. I told you everything I know. Brother Genitivi told me about the inn, and that's all.
Us? Who's us?
Us? I mean me. There is no us. Bah! Why do I keep up this charade? I gave you a chance to turn aside and forget you ever heard of Genitivi and the urn, but you persisted. Now it has come to this. Andraste, forgive me, I do this in your name.
Do you not want the urn to be found? You don't want people defiling or using the ashes of Andraste or something? Why are we randomly fighting? My god. He gave us the information already. He could have just sent us off, but the cunning messed everything up. Oh, we should be okay. It's one person.
I am your death!
We should explore Shale's abilities.
Make him be praised!
That was unfortunate. He probably could have lived somehow.
It is begun.
There was a codex earlier, but I missed it. Oh well. You can use... yeah, if we have this kind of setup, let's go for 2 ranged, 2 melee. Shale, I'm not very familiar with Shale's abilities. Stone Aura. Imbue nearby party members with good stuff. But it means you can't move. Yeah, he just sort of stands still. But the area... it's actually quite big. And it also has some negative effects for my enemies too. But I'm not sure if it's worth him just standing still not attacking. And then Rock Mastery lets him throw rocks. Hurl rock. Which has a massive area. Good for people in the distance, but AoE is good. We need AoE for crowd control. If I had Shale earlier with the thugs, that would have been so good. Pulverizing throws. Yeah, Shale has 3 sustained modes. We have to... 4. He's a little bit different. Some of these skills only become active if we have a specific mode. Stoneheart. Stoneheart is just giving himself advantages, I think. He can still move. Alright. Bellow. In that case, we need to organize this a little bit differently then. Let's try to, like, put the associated ones right above the other. Pulverizing blows. Yeah, these warrior abilities, I don't know why. I don't imagine we'll be using it for him too much. How about like that? Which one's good anyway? When I was playing as a golem, I liked Slam. I liked Quake. I think Quake might be friendly fire prone. I don't know. We'll have to see. For now, this is okay.
So be it.
Do you want to walk around randomly as a spider, Morgan, just because you can? Oh, but there's a time limit on it. Oh, I'm so sorry if anybody has arachnophobia here. When she becomes a spider, yeah, there's some nice stuff, immobilizing people, but for example, why would I not just use Mind Blast instead of Web? Poison Spit, it just doesn't seem that useful. Oh. Chantry Hierarchy. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any one time. Ah, there's 2 Chantries. Imperial Chantry... Oh, okay. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux, in Orlais. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Mimrathos. Oh, it has to be a woman and a man. Oh. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as most holy, or your perfection. Beneath the rank of the divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for the region. They travel to Val Royeaux when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, the Revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of 3 main groups: Affirmed, Initiates, and Clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who were raised into the chantry life. I think I remember Liliana was affirmed. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folk who take in vows become initiates. There are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of Mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitivi. 2 chantries! I feel like this is the first time we've heard of it, actually. In addition to all those little cliques, there's so much going on, so much dissent. It's not one monolith. Oh! What the heck? It's not one monolithic thing. Steel Symbol of Andraste. Liliana probably likes it. Amidst ramblings about local legends and ancient trade routes, one passage stands out. The village of Haven in the Frostbacks seems a good place to start. Pity it's not on any maps. This might be our link to Orzammar. Scared me for a second, Welonz. I was like, what? Wait. What about the inn? Are we assuming the inn was a lie? The whole inn thing got overwritten. And what's this? What?
We have much to do.
Well, who was that one outside then? Who was that? Not him. Okay, Morgan, you can turn back. It's fine. I'm done playing. That's... Someone took Welonz' identity, stationed him here, and... Oh, to derail the thread of us catching him. Of us getting to Brother Genitivi. That probably means that we should be leaving Denerim then. I think for now, the alienage is closed, and if we're following the urn thread, we're getting out of here. Going to Orzammar? Well, I suppose now is as good as a time as any. Although in between, yeah, let's do some like companion quests or something. For Stan, Morgan. Traveling all the way out of here.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do, but most of the stuff probably needs us to get out of here first. Love letters. 15 toxin extract. We can do this whenever. Missing Ostagar veteran. We don't know where he is. He might be somewhere in Denerim, but I haven't seen him. This guy's missing a sextant. I don't know where we're gonna find that. Trial of the Crows is... One is in Orzammar. Oh, by the way, I've just sort of assumed the mountains are Orzammar, but I don't actually know. There's a village called Haven. Let's see what's close. Because the Brazilian forest has winds thing too.
Very well.
And I don't think anything new has opened up. There are some chests in places here and there, but we don't need to go specifically for it. We'll come back later. Okay. Caden Fae hideout. Kunari mercenaries. Village of Haven. Oh, that's so far. It's actually not going here. It's... Okay, it's kind of close to Lake Calenhad. Kind of. Or we can go to Flemeth. Oh no, we can't because Morgan's with us. That's right. Let's go here to begin with. That was fast. Oh no, abomination.
I shall do it.
Oh, fantastic. Now, Shale, what do we do about you? What do you have? Bellow? Stun nearby enemies for 5 seconds. This is a stun thing. Stone Roar. Attracts attention of a single targeted enemy. Oh, it's like taunt. And then Shale also gains a health regeneration bonus. Well, I want Quake and stuff. Probably. Hurling a rock? Suslam. Bam! This is the only non-AoE one? Quake? Let's try Quake again. No, this one's okay too. I don't think it affected Welonz. Well, Welonz is indomitable though. Ah! Forgot about that. Feldspar Ring. What happened here?
I shall do it.
Reynolds' journal. A master mage's journal. The last part outlines the failed pursuit of his misguided apprentice. Can't read it. Or can we? Have you seen me? I found his body along with the abomination that killed him. Reynolds' journal tells of the tale of his last days. Return to the collective for your reward. Oh! Wait, this was one of the quests that we had before, or was it a new quest? Either way, we gotta go back. Okay. That's it for now. Ooh, we've got a lot of people here. Let's see. Might be nice to try something like hurling a rock from a distance, huh? Because I'm assuming they don't want to talk anyway. Yeah, they're coming. Maybe around like here? Oh, only one guy's coming. Well, you can come over if you want, I guess. Oh no, they're coming. They're coming. Everybody, start attacking.
It shall be done.
It's a little far.
Begin the onslaught.
Move aside.
A lot of stands here. Everyone looks like Stan. Is that a Kunari thing? That guy's dead. Oh, the leader's dead. That was fast.
I shall do it. As you
It's been so long. No, it wasn't a leader. It was just a yellow text one.
You cannot win!
Morgan, would you like to do a mind blast here?
Very well.
Yeah, that'd be good. And I keep forgetting, no one's healing us anymore.
I shall do it. Another battle, I see.
Okay, we should be careful.
Yes. I shall do it.
Shale's not looking too hot. Can you heal yourself, Shale? Shale barely has any health. Actually, Shale has a lot of health. By default. Stone Heart increases the regeneration. No, take a potion first.
Who shall I crush?
You should run while you can.
Are we good? No, we're not. We should have lured them in one by one. Liliana, do some good stuff for me, please. I don't have... Yeah, just do
Yes.
something.
I am ready. I am ready.
Oh, Morgan's out of stamina. I was just gonna do Mind Blast.
Send me. It shall be done.
Shale? Not looking hot. Doesn't Morgan have a... Oh, I don't even have any Lyrium potions. That's not good. Shale is gonna go down, I think.
All right.
Unless if I can help it. I want to do like a hurling a rock or something, but it's hard at this distance. And I keep having to switch modes for him too. So that makes it kind of hard. Oliana.
Good to go.
Hang in there, Shale.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Ooh.
Following it around puts one in a lot of danger.
I think I need to learn more about Shale. It's got a lot of all the different modes. What's best? If I could keep hurling rocks earlier, that might have been nice.
Be dust by now. I thank it for its help. Look, I was chipped in that fight.
Yes, you're fine, Shale. It's fine. Yeah, the AoE... Maybe I should have done Quake or something, but I wasn't in the right mode and all that.
As you say.
Whitewood bow. Not good enough. Good, but not good enough.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Thank you. When we had Win, I think the one composition that was working out really well for us before was Win, Morgan, Sten, and me. I think Win, the combination of Win plus Morgan opens up a lot of possibilities. I should have done Force Field earlier. See, when you stop using a character, I immediately forget which skills are the best. Morgan is important. We gotta have more Lyrium potions. So that's that. Brazilian outskirts. What should I do? We can do something small before doing the next thing. Win's Regret. But I think the Brazilian forest, it's gonna be like a big thing, right? But we can also get the help of the elves. We need the elves' help. Yes, Nature of the Beast. Because I'm thinking about Win's companion quest here. And the sword, Sten's sword is around the lake of Calenhad. But do I know where specifically? Like, all... because the lake is actually pretty big. Let's go to the outskirts then, see what's going on here.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Take advantage of your hospitality. Grey Warden? I don't think they care about stuff like Logain saying that all Grey Wardens must die. But at the same time saying that, would it even help me? Do they care? I'm a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Oh, she's receptive to it. If you've heard the news recently, I don't think anybody would want to pretend to be one. You'll have to take my word for it.
I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Maybe they remember the treaties then. Would everyone know about that?
I see we have guests.
Lovely. It's a whole colony.
Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zethrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Welonz. Pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago.
He knows.
Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
So he does know. Because he's the one keeping track of all the history and stuff. The Keeper. Oh.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed
Werewolves?
us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
How does a person become a werewolf? They get bit? And then they become one? There are actual werewolves in the forest?
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
Why do these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Kind of reminds me of the thing we read about dragons. They don't have any self-awareness, but for some reason they have a symbiotic relationship with people who worship them. Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're gonna ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not?
You're right.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
The Children of the Stone? Are you talking about like golems, or are you saying that humans are like... they're as dumb as a rock? You said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
If I help you, what will you give me? A hand in the treaty?
We would assist with the blight, of course. And you would have our gratitude.
Well, good. Let's hope you don't forget it.
Anyone who would undertake such danger for our benefit would be remembered for it. Few have who are not one of our own.
Okay. I'll find this Witherfang for you, but I have some questions first.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Yeah, so I think we're starting a brand new long thing here, as opposed to going to Orzammar and finding the urn and all that. But I think it's okay, because we'll eventually do it anyway. It's just, from a roleplay perspective, we're kind of leaving Arl Eamon hanging by a thread, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Yeah. How do I find the Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from the Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
If a werewolf bites me, then I'll become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Much like the whole Darkspawn business. As long as we don't get their blood in our injuries, I imagine we'll be okay. For Darkspawn, but for werewolves, I don't know. How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Within those people in the back there, if you're keeping them alive, are you hoping that they'll get better eventually? Because you said earlier that they're probably gonna turn, right? And we don't have a cure right now. Which means keeping them there is actually really dangerous for everyone else who hasn't been bitten yet. How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have the time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Okay.
Go on then.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Okay. Dalish camp. Keeper Zathrian. Even with our magic and skill, we only delay the inevitable. It is said the elves lived in Ferelden long before any others set foot there, and though most of their knowledge has been lost, it falls to the keeper of each clan to preserve what they have. Zathrian is an old, severe elf with little love for outsiders, but his clan is facing a more trying enemy than most. Old. That reminds me, we have all these different races of people here. People, elves, dwarves, how are our lifespans? I've just sort of assumed everyone is roughly like humans, 100 is old, or maybe even in these medievalish times, something like 50 would be old already. But, for example, can elves live to 300? Not quite sure. Win. For Win, the printed word is a window to true understanding, a scholar by heart. She feels that what a people commit to the page is sacred by definition. Yeah, it's just telling me that she likes books. I think we knew this already. Let's have a quick read. Liliana. Liliana takes care to honor the lothering cloister that took her in, and keeps symbols of Andraste's blessings close to her heart. Wait. Oh, wait. Is it the first paragraph that's changed? Because I'm pretty sure we did know about the gift already. Here with you, knowing the freedom of the road and the uncertainty of tomorrow, I feel alive again. Knight Commander Gregor. It is the innocent folk of Ferelden who matter. I would lay down my life and the life of any mage to protect them. Grim and taciturn, Gregor has been Knight Commander of the Templar forces stationed at the Circle Tower for so many years that hardly anyone except the first enchanter recalls that he is not simply part of the tower itself. Yeah, this was a while ago. Genitivi, I'm wondering if I should save for when we go back to the urn, but no, let's read it now too. Brother Ferdinand Genitivi. As it is the duty of all true sons of the Chantry to make the chant heard from every corner of the world, I made it my mission to find as many corners of the world as possible. The Maker can hardly expect us to do one without the other. Brother Genitivi is one of the Chantry's most well-known scholars, primarily on the basis of the stories he has published, which many of his contemporaries dismiss as fanciful, of his travels across the length and breadth of Thedas. His travels, and rather too curious nature, led him to a study of folklore, which gave him the notion that he could track down the most debated of all artifacts, the Urn of the Sacred Ashes. He announced that he had found what appeared to be the trail of the urn, left in the legends of the regions, through which it had passed from Minrathos on its way into hiding. Yeah, it seemed like somebody was chasing after them. They killed Waylon and all that, so not looking very good. Loghain, during the battle at Ostagar, he fled the field, leaving King Cailan and the Grey Wardens to die. He then returned to Denerim and declared himself the regent to his daughter, Queen Anora, demanding that Ferelden follow him against the Darkspawn, upsetting a great many of the bands. His actions sparked a civil war. Loghain supporters found themselves fighting their neighbors, who blamed Loghain for the death of the king, as well as those who simply wished to take advantage of the power vacuum. I think that says a lot because fighting against the Darkspawn is such a neutral thing. It's a very squarely black and white thing, as far as we know. And yet people aren't willing to follow him for that. So that says a lot. He's not liked at all, to say the least.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Oh, there's so many sick people here. Hello? Oh, blood writing, Elven tattoo art. Velaslan, blood writing. When the children of our people come of age, they earn the privilege of wearing the Velaslan, the blood writing. It sets us apart from the Shemlin and from the elves who have thrown their lot in with them. It reminds us that we will never again surrender our traditions and beliefs. It's funny they say this here because I remember when I was making my character, I could choose tattoos and I chose not to do it specifically because I was doing a human character, but I'm pretty sure I could have. And now they're saying that tattoos are usually associated with elves, so I guess if I was playing a human character with tattoos, that would be like cultural appropriation. The ritual deserves great reverence. The one who is to gain the Velaslan must prepare by meditating on the gods and the ways of our people, and by purifying the body and the skin. When the time comes, the keeper of the clan applies the blood writing. This is done in complete silence. Cries of pain are signs of weakness. If one cannot tolerate the pain of the blood writing, they are not ready to undertake the responsibilities of an adult. The keeper may stop the ritual if they decide that the one gaining the Velaslan is not ready. There is no shame in this, for all children are different, and our ancestors once took centuries to come of age. Oh, that's really nice. I thought they would be all like, oh, you have brought shame to our clan, or something like that. Centuries? Is that basically saying that elves live centuries? That's insane. By human standards. Dormisu. Not that great. Oh yeah, we got a big area here. I'm almost wondering if I should come back later. Just because it seems like I've opened up something big. But it's okay, we'll roll with it.
Anderanetitian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind, I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
Please, I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
And if she was a werewolf, and the elf chased her and then found her, what then? Sweet, blissful reunion?
I don't know. Maybe she would know me as her love, even still?
More likely she would love to eat you.
Shall.
If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Would you really be at peace? I don't think so. You would know, but if she really is a werewolf, I don't think you'd be at peace. Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know. One way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her, alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsman. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
I'll see what I can do.
You are most kind.
I should go.
Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
Wait, I thought they were killing the people before they became werewolves. Do they still turn in death? Or did they let her turn here? In which case I feel like that's actually... How did that even happen? Because you wouldn't know it's coming, roughly, and then you watch it happen as opposed to putting an end to it quickly, which seems very not prudent for the rest of the clan. Oh.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago.
Wait, what?
As is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest. But we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They...
Oh, no. I think...
And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done.
Ooh, they're
Many
redoing this
of
whole
our
thing for me
warriors lie
again.
dying as we... The affliction is a curse that runs rampant, and the only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that... I sent some hunters. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Okay, I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
They either die, or they become werewolves. Witherfang is, according to the Keeper Zathrian, a wolf. He is no ordinary wolf, however. He is a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit, and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brazilian forest. While Witherfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to Zathrian. Death or becoming a werewolf? I just don't know what we can do.